And I got to tell you, I'm so pumped because we are live with Alexis Velez, and this is the final interview. And it's an interview I've been waiting for because ever since I met Alexis, I've just been blown away. So Alexis, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, Alexis, New Jersey is lucky to have you. I got to tell you, because, you know, you're someone that is really, you know, you've gone through a lot and you're reinventing yourself. And you're leading yourself. That's what inspires me so much, is that people need, I say, your energy now more than ever. So I want to start off with, how does it feel to finally kind of step out of the shadows and be published in the leadership issue? How does that feel for you?
It's, to be quite honest, it's very surreal and very exciting, nervous. But I'm mostly excited to be able to reach many people with my encouragement, my story. I'm looking forward to that.
Fantastic. There's a quote you share. There's a lot of, I love your profile. It's so real. It's so authentic. It's so you. And it's, you know, it's like, I call it the world of Alexis, and it's beautiful. But this quote goes like this: it's all about affecting change by being real, relatable, and connecting with people. And that's definitely you. So what makes an inspired leader? Share with us, what makes an inspired leader?
Well, I believe that what makes an inspired leader is someone like myself that could take a discomfort of a personal situation of sorts and understand that it's unfolding right before our eyes for reasons we may not understand, but for a greater purpose. And also to know that there's never a right time. There's never a right time. We only have this moment. And so to make a decision at the right time is key. And also to inspire hope in others that they can rise in the midst of their storm, not after. Yeah.
You know, that's very profound, Alexis. I love how you speak of challenge. Like, you're definitely one of those inspired leaders that sees challenge as growth. Where
Yeah.
people would see change and challenge as holding them back, you're actually using it to propel forward. I just think that's,
and it's not easy. I'm going to tell you that.
not easy, right?
Not easy.
That's what makes your profile so profound, is inspired leadership. You're showing the world that it's okay to fall. It's okay to fail forward. You know, let's use those challenges. That's what I think is so great. There's another quote that I love in your profile, and it goes like this: the world needs more everyday leaders that share their experiences and give hope, confidence, and a message that you can do this too, and the time is now.
Yeah.
There's no question, you really resonate with this whole energy of definers and everyday people doing extraordinary things. So I love that, and I love that energy about you. Why do you feel that this type of leadership that you're living is more important now than ever?
I think what's super important that everyone should truly just kind of hone in on is exactly what you said: to be real, to be relatable, and mostly to connect with people. That's very important to me. I develop relationships based on those three principles for myself. And it's very important. We need leaders, like, you know, or examples, I should say, because everybody can lead themselves. We need leaders and examples to rise up. We need to show that success stories are great, but what we don't see oftentimes is the journey and someone in the midst of their storm. And that is where I resonate, and I would like to project to others out there that may relate to me. And also, a really big part, urgency is key in taking any kind of action for any change in anything that's going on in one's life, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Right.
And that's the reality.
I love that. I love listening to you speak about the journey. You know,
Mm.
that's so profound. Speaking of the journey. Okay, so you're building an exciting tribe. I mean, I think that's so cool. I want you to share a bit with maybe with some of the people on your team, people that are looking at you that are kind of stuck, and how can you help them? How can they start to look up and be in your light? What are some of the things they can do?
Well, some of the things they can do is actually, oh, well, for me, I'll just talk my example.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes, not everybody feels like a leader.
Mhm.
Okay. I certainly didn't feel like a leader. However, um, we all have that within us. And for me, it was pivotal when I had to lead myself out of fear
Right.
into fearlessness. I mean, it was huge. And it was in the midst of life falling apart. So there was not that perfect time.
Mm.
Absolutely not. There was not that time. And my goal is bringing awareness to people and showing them step out of your silence and your darkness and into your own light, because you have that. And the moment, and this is key, the moment that you decide to take that step and that action is the moment that you have that belief in yourself restored and your whole world opens up and blessings come upon you. They just do.
Mm.
And so for me, I want people to really, if they resonate, if one person resonates with me, with anything that I say, and they take that first step, then I will be so forever thankful for my experience. Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Um,
It's beautiful. I love that. I mean, I love that message from fear to fearlessness. And,
yeah,
I'm sure the people that you're attracting and you're meeting and, they're joining your team, they're joining your tribe. I like that you're sharing that there's never a perfect time, but people wait for that perfect time. And look at you. I mean, you're reinventing yourself. You're published in one of the most explosive issues I've ever seen for leadership.
I love this issue, by the way.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so cool, right? Because we've had all these cool issues.
Yeah.
But there's something about this leadership, because it's everyday people like you that are leading themselves. And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to stay on some of the work you're doing right now. I want you to share with us some of the cool work you're doing. How is your leadership in shifting others around you?
Sorry.
That's all right. I love these real interviews, You might be a cat
Perfect.
jumping in the background any second. You never know.
Exactly. So, okay. So I'm sorry. I got caught up in what was going on here. You need to repeat yourself, Jerry.
I love this. I love this. So I want you to share how your leadership, how your inspired leadership is starting to shift your world, people around you, people on your team. How is it helping them?
Well, I think by leading by example,
Mhm.
and a lot of my team members and friends and family, they know me very well. A lot of people that are going to be seeing this today, they don't know exactly what we're interviewing on the topic as of right now. However, they support me. They know I'm real, I'm relatable, and I have people, I attract people like that. And I love them all. I couldn't be here today without you, Angela, everybody on my team, my mentors, my friends, my family. It's all about the relationship here. And they know my heart is number one. And I think they feel it. Absolutely.
Amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to get into this last question. This is always a heavy question for me. And, you've been on a real roller coaster ride. And I'm in awe of it, actually, because, the world needs your light more than ever, Alexis. And, what is that energy that you desire to see live on? What do you want your family to say? And how did Alexis, lead herself and live her life?
Yeah. It's a heavy question, Jerry.
It's a heavy question. I know. Sorry. It's a heavy profile. It's a great profile. It deserves a heavy question.
Yeah. So Okay, try to get through this. My greatest desire, truly, stepping into my light and into my new life, is that my experience was not in vain. That was number one for me. Hence, my journey has a higher purpose and why I'm here talking to you. And so a little bit about my story. For some years, I was that professional person that helped others, not to realize that years later, I became that person that needed the help. So my story of challenge through domestic violence abuse is one many, I believe a lot of people can relate and hopefully I can share with, because I understand so deeply how fear holds us back from action. So I exist to really tell everybody that you're not your circumstances, and you are certainly not defined. Your circumstances do not define you, but rather redefine who you're meant to be. So I feel like I exist to be that strength that we all have inside. I believe that wholeheartedly. And, so the voice of empowerment, the picture of hope, the image of perseverance through the storm, in the midst of it, in the middle, not when it was done, is really key for me to get across to people. And I feel like I'm everyone's journey to believe in yourself. And most importantly, the legacy that me personally, I will leave behind for my children to basically know and to be proud and say, that's my mom, a strong, courageous woman that I'm so proud of. So
beautiful. You know what? It brings me to tears. I love this profile. Alexis Velez, New Jersey. I called it Stepping Out of the Silence. And it's on pages 18 and 19. It's in the most explosive. I couldn't imagine a better issue for Alexis Velez than the leadership issue. This is all about, this is not just an article, this is a full-blown platform, leadership platform with one of the most extraordinary everyday person I've ever met. Alexis Velez, we are so honored to shine a light on you. And I want to thank you on behalf of everyday people worldwide. The leadership issue is going to reach thousands and thousands of people across 11 countries. We want to thank you for sharing your energy with Defyeneus. Thank you so much.